And greetings, everyone. Welcome to tonight's second round playoff match in Div D West between Waiting on Cherry and BloodFin Mrgls. So we have Waiting on Cherry coming in with the second seed, BloodFin Mrgls coming in with the third seed, but you can throw those out the window because it's playoff time now. Two teams enter, one team leaves. Someone's going to go home. So Waiting on Cherry, being the top seed, has decided they would like map pick to start us off. They banned Brax's Holdout and Tomb of the Spider Queens, and Mrgls banned Battlefield of Eternity and Dragonshire. Waiting on Cherry has decided they want to start off on Cursed Hollow. So there we are. I think the teams are ready. So let's get started. Oh, I forgot to introduce my co-host, Wraithling. How the heck are you tonight, Wraithling?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here.
So you're looking forward to this exciting matchup?
I'm looking forward to this top tier Div D West showdown.
All right. With that being said, the teams are ready. The lobby is set. So let's click the button and get started.
Here we go. So I was looking at the history of these two teams, and it looks like Waiting on Cherry took this in the regular season playoff. So they took the Cursed Hollow map, so took it and won it. Amazing.
And I believe Mrgls won the first map, and then Waiting on Cherry won the second and third for the reverse sweep, if my memory serves me correctly. And that was late in the season, so when they were all vying for first place. So we have Varian as our first ban. Varian kind of a jack of all trades, so that's solid. Doesn't really tip anyone's hand there.
Yeah, good ban, and he's doing well in statistics wise in Div D. So no surprises there.
Johanna more the same. She can do everything.
Yep, they're really going for the statistical value in Div D. None of the none of this Ariel and Kel'Thas bans. I wonder if we're gonna get to see Deathwing.
Possible. We've got Oriole and Deathwing both out there, so
I
if
think really, if you're gonna say it right, you gotta call him Deathwing.
views expressed by Wraithling do not necessarily represent NGS or right-thinking people anywhere. So the Hawk is gone,
Come
so
on.
both of them are available.
Also to think about, you gotta get the Deathwing or Kel'Thas.
Kel'Thas is out there too.
Oh, and they're giving up both of them for that Li Ming pick.
If they do decide to take Deathwing, Li Ming doesn't really counter Deathwing like Leoric or Greymane or someone does, but it makes it so easy to hit those skill shots. As a Ming, I kind of don't mind seeing Deathwing on the other team because I know I'm going to look good all night long.
It's just hard not to hit Deathwing.
Yep.
Even I can hit a skill shot on Deathwing.
I've seen it, folks. It happens. So we have
Alright.
Falstad and ETC.
Yeah, picking up good ETC. Obviously, the Mosh Pit is a great ult, but if you pick Stage Dive, that gives him two globals to really zip around this map at will.
I'm not checking in.
So there we have Anna and Leoric. Nano boosted Ming could be a thing here. That's scary as heck to the other team.
I remember from a game we cast not long ago, Butte Holiday is kind of a monster on that Ana, so that's going to be fun to watch. Lots of healing, lots of value out of that hero with her.
And who are we going to get rid of? No, Oriole don't need to get rid of her. They have a healer. We get rid of a Nubarak here.
Going, we're just really choking out tanks and bruisers in this draft.
Yeah, I wonder if they decided that Mrgls don't play as many tanks, so they're going to take away that and thin it out.
Well, who do you have left? I guess you got the Diablo, Garrosh, Muradin. It's hard to ban out all the good heroes in a row in this game nowadays.
So they've taken Leoric and they ban Greymane. Are they thinking Deathwing, perhaps? They did leave
Could-
Tychus out there, so that's one
couldn't hurt.
counter.
For the Alliance above all.
My
Handle and
blades
Sonya.
are yours.
It's incredible, honestly. No Deathwing, no Kalthas, none of the normal hot picks between these two teams.
Have these guys not played Storm League? Don't they know how it's supposed to go?
Are these guys in Div D? That's the question. They let all the high-powered heroes go.
The wait is over.
Oh, look
Mal'Ganis and
Look
Cassia.
at all the sleeps and blinds. This is brutal.
We haven't seen Sylvanas. I believe Chameleon TDK is a big Sylvanas player. I don't know if that fits in really well with this comp, but
Here we
no,
Chromie.
goes to Chromie.
Interesting.
Big
Well,
nasty things come in small packages sometimes.
you know, just looking at the damage, I have to say I favor uh, the Mrgls are red on the right. Am I right?
Yes, you're correct, sir.
Yes. I have to say, in the team fight, I think the Mrgls have the better team fight, but for the map, Wait on Cherry just has, you know, the possibility of 2 globals. I think that's going to be big for this map.
Yeah, I think I agree with your assessment there. Those globals could be really powerful, and if Sonya can take camps very quickly. So if they play the macro game, if they come out and try and brawl with Mrgls, I think they're in for a rude awakening. But if they can only take fights that they want to take and keep up camp pressure and make sure that they respond to tribs on time, I think they're going to be okay. That Ming with the nano boosts kind of scares me a little bit.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
All right, so let's introduce the teams. They're going to do this thing that makes my job hard. So we have Chameleon TDK on the Falstad, Cherrywood on ETC, Death Punish on Anduin, Dax on Sonya, and Miss Potato Head on Chromie. And you want to introduce the red team for us, sir?
Absolutely. We've got Sonic's Bro at 33 on Lee Ming, Butte Holiday on Ana, Goodyear Pimp on Cassia, Saint Terminator on the Leoric, and last but not least, but Berserk on Mal'Ganis.
All right, so we're going to start off mid the way everyone else starts. Why would we
This
do
is
it
the
any
way.
differently? It is the way. I don't think we're going to see a lot of mixing it up here. I think
Yep,
waiting on Cherry should avoid it.
Leo's breaking off. Looks like he's going to go ahead and get started soaking.
So those camps pop in a minute. I'm interested to see if either team decides to report to one of those camps immediately.
Yeah, you know, I'd favor...
So ETC collecting globes, Chromie collecting sandblasts.
I think I probably favored the Mrgls team for getting camps. With Sonya probably needing to stay in lane, she's a great camp collector, but you know, they don't really have a lot of extra people to stay in the lane while she goes to do the business.
And Mrgls have decided to take that camp right away. They're not messing around.
They're on top of it.
Cassie and Ana. Not the quickest camp takers in the world, but the lanes are all covered, so there's no real hurry there. No need to burn a lot of mana, just auto attack it down, and there it goes.
Yeah, it looks like Sonya and Falstad did an audible here and swapped lanes.
Oh, sleep coming on an
ETC
ETC.
is called out. Is he gonna make it back in? One quick stun. Oh, he barely slips away.
Those 2 sleeps, that's going to be rough for anyone that has Mal'Ganis and Ana in the same lane. So we give the camp pushing bot here. Waiting on Cherry is taking their camp, so it'll be pushing top. I think Falsta's going to be able to clear it up with a minimum of muss and fuss here.
Yep. Nothing much going on top lane. Sonya and Leo are just basically letting the lanes freeze up and sit there.
Falstad dives
The
in
Mer-
on Ming, but she's able to
Mrgls
bounce
are
out.
on their hard camp though. They sent 2 to get the hard camp. So that's gonna put them a little ahead on
Gather
experience.
tribute and earn my favor.
So we'll see if they choose to push with this camp a little bit. Maybe delay reporting to the trib. Maybe not. Pop up the talents there. Ming going with dominance. Looks like it might be a Calamity Ming. We'll have to see. Sonya going spin to win with Hurricane.
Yep. Is waiting on Cherry gonna let this objective pass them up? Got 1 mid and 1 bottom.
So they're coming up safely on the left. We do have Cassia channeling it. I don't think anyone's going to get to her in time, so
There's no way they can stop that.
they need
So
kind
they
of.
elect to give that one up and play it a little safe. Can't fault him for that. Looks like Falstad's gonna get some work done bottom while he's got the time. About half a tower.
Yep. So Ming's going to come out and dissuade him from being so close to the tower. He's playing it smart, hanging out behind the minions. Ming's not going to be able to hit him with an orb as long as he's got those minions up front. So he's playing it very, very smart. I like it. Oh, then he dives forward and gets a little bit cheeky, but he's got barrel roll up and he's going to make it out. So we do have waiting on Cherry. They are taking their hard camp now. And with
Looks
the
like a nice gank lined up for this Falstad and
yep,
bottom
I
lane.
kind of want to warn him,
no.
but no, he's
Oh
asleep.
no! And he's gone.
And we have first blood. Ming gets the kill, but everybody there gets an assist and a gold star on that one.
Yeah,
Nice
hate to
little
see it.
little gank there. Falstad just didn't see it coming. He will be up in time for the objective. I don't know if he has fly up.
I believe he should. Anduin needs to get moving though, because he, on the other hand, does not have a fly.
Nope.
Here we go, big brawl bush party. Cassia just tried to avoid the bush, but is not able to.
She's deleted, but then we have Mal'Ganis coming in. They have to respect for him and back up. So Anduin's channeling, and I think this is going to go once again without much of a
once you-
defense. They're just trading. Not a bad
Once you
play.
lose that person on the rotation to try to get that tribute, it's
Oh,
really
he's got the
tough.
power slide and the temporal loop on Mal'Ganis. He's in trouble. Mal'Ganis does go down. Anduin gets the kill there. So we have 2-1. Let's pop out the talents there. 7. So we do have Calamity from Ming. No big surprise there. She's helping Anna take that hard camp. Are we going to get a little push down here bottom? Not a bad decision. They do have the objective down here, so they can push a little harder and not have to worry about being on time.
See who gathers enough
ETC kind of anchoring there, making sure
Oh, yeah.
nobody shows up.
Looks like the Mrgls are taking their boss, going for the early boss.
Yep, they are. I don't think Waiting on Cherry has any idea this is going on. Or if they do, they
Okay.
don't care.
One or the other.
Yep, so the boss is taken. In the meantime, they do have a little bit of a push bottom. Camp
I was
coming.
gonna say, I feel a bit worried for Sonya, but I think she's backed up to safety now. I think if Mrgls had really went for it, they probably could have slept her and got a quick pick and pushed that boss.
So Waiting on Cherry does take the trib, but they've got boss problems up top. We've got 4 members of Mrgls pushing with that boss, and we've got Sonya and Falstad to defend, and Falstad's napping on the job there. Jinx.
Oh, nice Gus to give him some room to work here.
Yeah, nice Gus. I don't know if it's going to save the 4th, though. I'm not sure that was a great use of that. Anduin with the pull. Was that Sonya that he pulled out of the entomb? That was very,
It
very
was.
nice.
Pulled Sonya out,
An-
and then
Anna
she
goes-
looked right back in.
Anna goes down, but Falstad goes down. We get the holy cow, the light bomb on ETC.
We've lost the keep, got a lot of sleepers here.
Yep, Sonya trying to clear it up. Anduin goes down, so we've got 4v3 here. Boss is not going to get a ton of value, maybe most of one of the towers here, so they are able to clear it up. We do have the objective up, and we do have 5v4 on the side of the Mrgls. Chromie's trying to channel it, but she needs to get out of there, and she does.
going for a cheeky channel. I thought she was gonna get someone in that time trap, but it just barely missed.
Yep, so we've got all 5 members of the Mrgls right on top of that. No one's going to get near and interrupt that. So we have 2 to 2. Oh, we did have 10s pop up. So we saw the Entomb. We have Ming with the Wave of Force. We have the Ball Lightning. We have Carrion Swarm. Oh, they're dancing around the boss. No one's doing anything. But I think Mrgls were making sure nobody was going to take that. We do have the Nano Boost, so watch out for the Nano Boosted Ming. ETC went Stage Dive for the Global. Sonya went Leap. We have Light Bomb from Anduin. And we've already seen the Temporal Loop and the Mighty Gust use. And there's the Temporal Loop right there. Mal'Ganis possibly in trouble. He's at fairly high health, but ETC does Power Slide and bounce him out. And Carrion Swarm doesn't go on full cooldown, but didn't get it off. So
That was fantastic. That Carrion Swarm was about to get him out of there, and he just got interrupted twice in a row. Wasn't able to get it off.
yeah, so good news, it didn't go on full cooldown. Bad news, he's not going to be able to use it while he's dead. So
Waiting on Cherry's in a bit of a tight spot here. They got mid pressure, but they do have a 4-on-5 fight to take. ETC stage diving in the back lawn onto that Ana. She does fall.
Falstad gusted everyone away, but he paid for it with his life.
The Mrgls gonna stick around, try to poke this out so they don't get it for free, but this is a sketchy position to be in. Mal'Ganis is making it back, making his way back.
Do we have a curse? Ming,
Cherry.
Ming tried to interrupt her with the orb and just offline a little bit. So we'll see what they can do. Maybe even this map up. Let's pop the talent, see what we get for 13s.
I think Cherry's in a good position. This bottom is going to go down with no help from them, and I think they'll get top with the heroes they've got. As long as they don't die or get too greedy here, it's going to put them in a good position, I think.
Looks like Falstad's going to push mid. We have the Temporal Loop on Mal'Ganis. Chromie gets pulled out of the Entomb. That's another nice leap of faith from Death Punisher.
Fly in with a Gust disengage from Falstad would be pretty handy, but Cherry gets away nonetheless.
ETC, that was a really smart play. His team was all going to the left, so he realized he was in trouble, so he went to the south. So if he gets people to follow him, he doesn't take the red team right on top of his team. It's those little plays I like to see. Really smart.
All this selfless play from the tank.
So the map was definitely in favor of Mrgls 2 minutes ago, but that's kind of flipped on its head now. We do have Sonya taking the camp. There's no fort up top, so they might have to address that. And we have members of Waiting on Cherry taking the hard camp. 3 of them there to work on it, now 4, so they're going to take it down with a vengeance. They're not messing around.
So personally, which would you rather get in your games? Would you rather get first curse or second curse?
I'd rather get first and second curse if I could, to be completely honest.
Let's be realistic now.
I think if you defend well, the second one, but then again, you know, Mrgls, the map's not in their favor at this point, so I have to say getting the first curse against them didn't really do them any favors. So we both teams checking out the boss, but no one's going to do anything about it. Although Falstad, I think he's just scouting around, see what's going on. They are hanging out.
Sharking around this boss. This is going to be a fight for sure.
Oh, Sonya leaves the bush. That was probably a good time for her to leave. She saw lots of red nameplates coming, said, no thank you. I will get out of here for a moment, take a break.
Now does Cherry double down, get this boss? They've all backed up.
So they do see red nameplates on the other side of the map. I would like to see them do it, and they do it. They must be psychic.
Just the perfect amount of patience to get that boss. I think Mrgls are going to go for theirs as well, though. This is a nice combo. Don't see Li Mings and healers getting the boss very often solo.
And the interesting thing about these bosses is blue boss going down the bottom, no fort. Red boss coming along the top, no fort. So I don't know that either team can just let that boss go.
We do stage dive from ETC right onto the point.
And the Gust
gets
Indian Tomb.
Tomb comes out. The alts are flying. We've got 3 lost and 4. Is this going to be a team wipe?
That
And
is
it
a
is.
5-man team wipe, and we do have 2 bosses. Are we thinking about game right here? We do have
So
the boss. Let's look at the bottom. He's very healthy. That bottom keeps going to go down, I think.
coincidentally, the top boss also has a direct path to Red's Keep.
Oh, true. I wasn't thinking about that.
We have 2 keeps in big danger here. That was a huge fight.
Bottom keep, boss is getting reinforcements, so I believe that keep's going to go down. Yeah, it's going to fall. We have Leoric up, but he's all alone.
There is nothing a poor Leoric can do in this situation. Everybody from the Mrgls are back up, so it's time to make your last stand here.
Yep. Well, we have the temper loop on Mrgls, I think, but he pops carrying swarm, but not going to be enough.
Interrupted. He is down. Sonya spinning to win, causing trouble in the back line. ETC is low and he's down.
Ball Lightning getting a lot of value there. Faust had Gus cast you away and says, you know what, I think we're going to, well, maybe they're not going to go. They do have 4v3 right now. Boss is doing damage to the core. Wow.
That is game.
That core went down so quickly. I was worried about the team fight and not really looking at the core. I wonder if maybe Mrgls got caught up in that a little bit too. Or just not a lot they could do about it, really. Wow.
Right. That's
well
a tough
played,
call.
waiting on Cherry.
You've lost 2 keeps. You've got heroes and a boss and a half on your core. Which one do you focus? It's seems a little checkmatey, to be honest.
So let's go look at the damage here. Fairly even. Ming beating out Chromie a little bit, but then Cassia coming in second. So no one's really head and shoulders above everyone else. Kills, we have 12v5. Mal'Ganis does go down 4 times, and that's maybe a little unusual. He's generally hard to kill, but I think you got to credit Chromie and whoever was interrupting him. He got time looped several times, and at least twice wasn't able to get the carrying swarm off in time. So that was just some really, really nice play there. And poor Anna
has been the target of a few nerfs the last couple of patches, trying to bring him down a bit. Maybe they finally started to hit a stride on those.
Okay, so let's come over here and press the button on the magic tool, and we will give that one to Waiting on Cherry, and we'll give them the map win. So let me see if Mrgls want map or hero pick. So what stands out to you most about that game? Is there one thing you put your finger on?
Oh man, that boss invade. It's hard not to, that could have went either way. I don't think that BloodFin was expecting that at all, so it was too late.
Yeah, I think that stage dive, I think you're right, that's the play of the game. And the boss was already captured, it was just a matter of who was going to come up with it. And they had a nice gust to get everyone off the point, and they were able to really focus targets down. It would have been really easy to split the damage there, but they were able to take them down 1, 2, 3, 4. So BloodFin Mrgls have decided that they would like map pick, and they are going to take us to Infernal Shrines for our second game. So let's get the teams in here.
Yeah, this is a new map to both of these teams as far as their matchups. They didn't play this one in the regular season.
Maybe they're holding something back, or maybe they've just seen the other team play it, the other maps enough that they don't want any part of it.
I'm excited to see it.
I am too. You mentioned Kael'thas going completely ignored that last game. I doubt he's going to be ignored this game. That AoE is so strong. We might see Jaina. I think Ming can still be good here, but it's harder for her to do the kind of damage that you're going to get out of a Jaina. So if you take Ming, I think you're kind of planning on just killing the other team and then taking the objective. Let's get everyone on the right team here. They do have some portrait synergy, which is making my job easier, so I'd like to shout them out and say thank you for that, because reading is hard.
Well, portrait synergy is 10% of any good team's power.
I know, right? So waiting on one last member to come in here. Let's make sure we get the draft set up correctly. And waiting on Cherry will have first pick this game. So we'll see if BloodFin Mrgls can come back and get off the mat and take us to 3 games. It's do or die at this point. Win or go home.
As we're doing a little pause here, I decided to look just into the Mrgls data. It looks like they've got a 66% win rate out of 3 games played on Shrines, so maybe this is kind of a comfort pick for them.
Quite possibly. So the winner of this match will go on to face Randy Newman in the Coastal Finals. Yeah, so we do have all 10 members here. Let's see if they're ready to rock and roll. Oh, one other thing I'd like to call out from that game, the Anduin play. There were at least 2 members of Waiting on Cherry that by all rights should have been dead, but Anduin plucked them out of an entomb. So if you're Leoric, I mean, that's got to be annoying. If I'm Leoric there, I might have thrown my mouse after the second one, because those were kills he should have had. He had kind of have them already marked down on the scoreboard. Oh, I don't think I have the captains right here. Let me fix that. There we go.
I feel like if you're Mrgls, you want to try and ban out that chroming.
Oh, Butte Holiday would like everyone to know she wasn't hydrated enough that game, so I'm sure she had a nice 24-ounce glass of water, so she'll be fine here.
Yep, maybe pause for a bathroom break after putting that down.
Hopefully this game doesn't go 40 minutes. Could be a problem. Hydration's important though. So let's see what Waiting on Cherry wants to do. Who do they not want to face here?
I don't know about you, but I don't have a 40-minute bladder. It's really rough for watching long movies. Little thinking going on here on Waiting on Cherry.
Waiting on Cherry living up to their name here. I don't blame them though, even though if I know exactly who I'm going to ban, sometimes I like to take the full time, just time to decompress, and maybe talk about the second ban and the third ban. I mean, you don't get to take the time home with you if you don't spend it. Dahaka, I wonder if that Dahaka's a, did they ban Dahaka the first game? They did, right?
I believe they did.
Yeah, I wonder if that's a target ban. I wonder if there's someone on BFM that plays just a ACC level Dahaka variant going away, so that's playing out just like the first game did.
Just looking at their statistics, looks like they've taken Dahaka 4 times and 75% win rate, so possibly. Like maybe he's been bit.
Oh, we have Weenus in chat. We're in the presence of greatness tonight. Greetings, sir.
Worthy.
Welcome.
We're not worthy. Alright, so Cherry getting that Anduin is gonna save some more lives. It was really tough to deal with, I think, the Anduin Leap of Faith and the Light Bomb. Just so much backline stunning, really messing up the cadence of the enemy team.
I hear the call of the wild.
Rexar and Orphea. Orphea, a mage you like to see on Infernal Shrines. You've got KTJ and Orphea that can really do that AoE damage, so she'll get some value here. Rexar definitely handle solo lane.
Well, you know, if it wasn't for this Rexar pick, and you know me, I'd love to see another Leoric here to team up with Orphea. If you can get Orphea and a nice entomb, just money. It's money all day.
Here we go again.
And they leave Chromie out there. I think that might be dangerous.
This draft is looking eerily familiar.
Yep. Looking back at chat, Weenus mentioned there was a bloodbath in the earlier game. Hey, let's not use those words too soon, man. That wound is still too fresh. Let's stay away from the bloodbath references. We'll get them next year.
A recently knocked out team. Wouldn't know anything about that.
Those guys are garbage. That's what I say. No, I love those guys.
Mrgls not wanting to see that Sonya again. They said there's too much leaping on our back line.
The spin to win in the shrine is good too. So I'm on board with the Sonya ban. Get her out of here. I said good day, Sonya. I said good day. Anna, they're respecting Butte there. She's hydrated, ready to go, and they know it, so she may have tipped her hand a little bit there.
You know, coincidentally, they banned Sonya, but they've also picked up Rexar, who generally beats Sonya in the lane, and I think with that extra stun could possibly, you know, kaput Sonya with the spin to win strategy.
Yeah, Sonya doesn't hold up to CC very well. That's kind of the key to getting her off of her game, so that bear.
And picking up Raynor and Lucio, I like those two heroes. Raynor is just good, solid range damage. Steady does it. And Lucio, personal favorite of mine. I like to get out there and make wild plays on Lucio.
So what do you want to see Raynor with his #1 talent?
I would like to see Ace in the hole, personally.
Not surprising. We do have Deathwing making an appearance here. And Leoric was traded in the offseason, so he'll be reporting for Waiting on Cherry this game. Kind of flipped it around.
Yeah, I wonder if they brought Leoric over to get some of those plays they wrote up.
Or I wonder if they're taking Leoric just to avoid having him put a spooky hand on Deathwing. That might be a, we can play this and we definitely don't want to play against it kind of a move also.
Sure. But in all reality, if you're Mrgls, you don't want to get Leoric and Rexar as your two front lines. I don't think. Unless you're just going for a big cheese with Orphea and you're hoping to really, you know, just wipe them out fast in a fight every 60 seconds.
True, that's a good point. Leo probably didn't fit there. Alright, so let's go to game 2. I know it's casters, we're not supposed to root for anyone. I might be rooting for BFM a little bit just so that we go to a third game. But I just hope this is a good game. That's what I really, really want to see here.
I just hope both teams have fun.
I think the winner here will be the American viewing public, no matter how this game goes down.
You know, Waiting on Cherry draft really similar to their last one, except obviously they've swapped out Leoric and they've traded a Griffin for a Dragon. So see how this all slots together for this.
Yeah, I don't like Deathwing on maps like this. I don't like playing against him where you have 1 point things like, and there are a lot of them, Cursed Hollow. Volskaya Foundry, he's oppressive. This map, I think he can be oppressive. He can take off a little bit early and then time it correctly, so he just drops onto the objective, and all of a sudden you're not going to be able to get any get him off there. All right.
If I go ahead and introduce right side first.
Do it.
Okay, we've got Berserk on a new Barak, Goodyear Pimp on Raynor, Sonic Sprode 33 on Orphea, Butte Holiday is wall riding on Lucio, and Saint Terminator on Rexar.
Alright, so on the blue side, after that traditional ritual dance they do, we have Death Punish on Anduin, Darth Cherrywood on ETC, Mr. Potato Head on Chromie again, Dax on Leoric, and Chameleon TDK on Deathwing.
to the mid lane. This is the way.
It is. I think it's required by law. It's in our contract. So we do see Deathwing starting out in the, I can't remember the name of the two forms. I should know this, but in the one that I don't see very often. I know that they, I know that they buffed him a little bit and they switched it up in, in a couple recent patches. So that's
I'm gonna
interesting.
tell you a dirty little secret. I've only played Deathwing one time, so I don't know a lick about his forms. Looks like we're gonna be doing some 4-man rotations. We like to see that. Maybe we can learn a thing or two watching these teams and their rotations.
So maybe Chad can help me out. What are the names of Deathwing's stances, forms? There's World Breaker, and I can't remember the name of the other one. I think he's in World Breaker right now, and I can't really go look it up now.
Probably Destroyer. That sounds like it would be something.
Sure, let's call it that.
related.
So another team wants to really mix up a little bit. We do have, oh, maybe I'm wrong about that. So they go down and take the camp, and Waiting on Cherry does grab an early camp there. But we do have BloodFin Mrgls taking their camp. So Waiting on Cherry taking theirs. So they're playing the macro game, getting that pressure out.
Little invade here. ETC kind of standing in the way just to try to avoid disengage. Oh, Rainer is low. He's gonna. Is he gonna? Oh, he does not make it out.
He's going to fall.
Minion
got
by a minion. You hate to see it, folks.
Yeah, I think the other heroes had a little bit to do with that, though. I'm not going to give that minion too much credit.
You know, that's the worst feeling. You turn the corner, you think you've made it, and there's a minion with a spear right to the face.
So that bottom camp finally killed, never made it out of the smoke there. The top lane, we've got Leoric battling Rexar and the Bear. Looks like he's doing okay there. He's a little bit low, but he's able to hang in there in the mid here.
I generally like to take a look at the off lane, but there's just been so much action, I haven't been able to look.
That's Pop of the Talents. ETC collecting with Prog Rock. Chromie collecting Sandblast again. Rainer did take Ace in the hole, so Wraithling is happy about that. Orphea with Ancestral Strength and Backbiter.
Yep. A few more buffs, and I think the veteran marksman will get close to Ace in the hole. In my opinion, anyway.
So we'll have the top camps fighting out in the top lane. BFMs, they're going to take it a little bit later, which is actually what you want to do here, so the fight ends up being closer to your towers. But in the meantime, Waiting on Cherry said, hey, we have an objective. And Shredder to win, thanks for that. So the melee form is Destroyer, and the ranged form is World Breaker. So write that down. We learned something today.
What did we call them?
I think we called one of them Destroyer. And I don't remember if I got the other one right. I'll have to go back and look at the film. Chromie just throwing out so much damage. And Noob's going to have to back up a little bit.
A lot of damage. Nubarak got low. We almost lost Misha. And Nubarak going back in. A little low health still. Just kind of staying at the outside. Trying not to get a lot of damage on him. Orphea's stunned. Rainer's just kind of staying on the outside, peppering everybody up.
38 taken, we have 40, and it wasn't really close. I'm watching Deathwing's health bars. He is at almost 100%.
He stayed very healthy through that fight. You know, I think if you're Mrgls, you're really waiting on that percentage-based damage from Orphea to start hurting him.
Let's look at Deathwing's talents. Dragon Soul heals for, yeah, so he is healing for hero damage there. Punisher doesn't quite get the fort, but it's going to be really, really, really low. Deathwing sold 100%. He's got all of his armor plates.
Top lane still has the Shaman camp pushing.
Yeah,
or waiting on Cherry. Yeah, it just finally went down. I'm surprised it was able to stay up so long. That
we do have
unusual.
Misha coming in with his with Rexar, chase him away. So that he did get one of those turrets down though. I've got to think that Waiting on Cherry is really looking at that bottom fort, thinking we want this, we want those intermittent catapults. Invading a little bit. And are they going to start taking this camp? Yes, they are. ETC starts smacking around the Mrgls there. We've got 4 members here close. Although we're going to have 5 members of Mrgls here shortly. They're coming in pretty hardcore.
Sketchy situation.
ETC gets pulled out.
ETC out.
This Anduin, he is for real.
This guy really lets you know what playing Anduin's all about.
Let's see what Chromie took. She took a temporal loop, no surprise there. She got a lot of value out of it the last game.
At this rate, it looks like Cherry's going to get 10s significantly earlier. They're really still trying to get this bottom fort. I wonder, well, it's a level 10 talent for Deathwing though, for his ult to reset after he takes the fort. I was gonna say, I wonder if he could have just dive bombed it and then got away, but not quite yet.
Yep. So we'll have tens online. We have Light Bomb again out of Anduin. Use that to some effect. That can be really nice on the shrine here. We have Leo with the Entomb. No Anduin to keep people safe from it this time. And we do have, he did take the reset for Cataclysm, and the periodic damage is up 80%. And on the other side, ETC still thinking about it, we have the Cocoon, we have Unleash the Boars, we have Rainer's Raider, Sound Barrier, and Eternal Feast. So we'll see if Orphea can convince people to stand in that circle. ETC still hanging on to that pick. I don't know if he hasn't decided or if he didn't want to tip his hand. Everyone else has picked their heroic though, so there we go. And ETC goes stage dive.
Good old stage dive. Back-to-back stage dives. It's hard to take stage dive over mosh pit. It's just so tempting sometimes just to go with the standard mosh.
So both teams taking their camp. Leoric and Rexar hanging out in the top lane. No one's really winning that lane. A nice even battle up there. Leoric, I think, has got a little more damage.
I'm curious to see how this Eternal Feast plays out with no real stuns or way to hold them inside of it. Maybe they're hoping they can just get him in these chokes.
Or maybe they're hoping Deathwing can't get his fat butt out of it. He is enormous.
That's right. He'll have to lumber through it and take a few licks.
The only hero that Asmodean likes to stand next to, and it makes him look skinny. We do have the Entomb. Making a lot of value.
Feast and no hits there. They cocooned Anduin, but he's free already.
Leoric does fall in the fracas there. So we do have 5v4 on the side of Mrgls. They're down 24-14 though.
Waiting on Cherry is not backing up. There's a time loop on Lucio and he's down.
Yep, as soon as I heard that sound, I was like, someone's gonna die. Orphea has to peace out there. She was really low. And we have 34. I think this is Waiting on Cherries to lose. It's 40. We have the Arcane Punisher. See if someone's going to pull it over the wall. ETC has his progress quest completed. They do pull the Punisher over, and they're going to take it down in short order.
Yeah, they're really putting the punish on. That Rainer, even without Exterminator, just does really good damage against these PvE things.
Deathwing's got 15 seconds till he can use Cataclysm.
No need.
Yep, to reset now. I almost would have liked to have seen him use it, and knowing you're going to get the reset, but I don't know that there was really a spot for him to use it. So the camp's cleared up there. Waiting on Cherry says, "Oh, those camps are cleared. I heard you like camps, so I'm going to get you some more camps and put them on your camps." They're doing a really good job of staying top of the macro. Both teams are, but I think Waiting on Cherry maybe they're being a touch crisper.
Well, looks like there's gonna be a big fight here over this siege camp. Mrgls doing an invade.
Nice invade. Get the
Here comes
Cataclysm
big
coming
ult.
out. There's the Entomb. The Zoning Entomb doesn't get anyone. There's some Eternal Feast damage.
Few licks on Feast, and that was an interesting stage dive. Chromie has fallen. Lucio breaks it down.
And the bear is down, but Rexar himself is still up.
Cherry gonna go, or sorry, Mrgls looking to go ahead and finish off taking this camp. Let's get what we came for.
Yeah, I have to say that exchange worked out for them. They got a camp, and they put Chromie down for a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, it all worked out for them. It'd be good to see them get these lanes a little cleaned up now that they've got some breathing room. Push top out and bottom out for this next objective.
So that camp was cleared out. They didn't get a lot of value, but they did take it off the map and didn't let Waiting on Cherry get the value out of it. So that's a win in my book. XP is very, very close here. Teams are almost identical. Hey, maybe we'll put the
The
team names
Mrgls
up
going
there.
for another invade. They've caught Deathwing out.
Yeah, but I don't think Deathwing's going to make it home.
And he is going down. Wow. When you catch a big high health hero out like that, you don't expect to see him go down, but 5 heroes wailing on him. He just can't take that.
And they're going to invade the top camp now, and Waiting on Cherry wisely just going to let them have it. They'll probably just clean it up here in short order. But there's nothing they can do to stop it. They've got 5 members of Mrgls there.
Yeah, they've got Leoric top, and he's taking Neil Peasant, so he ought to be able to just come in and clear this camp out pretty easily.
Yep. And I'm looking at the cooldowns here. I see heroics available for all 10 players. So this could be exciting. So BloodFin Mrgls taking their top camp. Maybe they heard what I said about not being crisp with the camps, because they've really been doing a great job the last couple minutes. A couple of nice invades there.
Swap this from blue camps to red camps. Swap everything around.
I wonder if they'll finish painting the map red with that camp. Rainer's thinking about it. Nope. They're going to head to the objective.
Yeah, it seems like they're in a good position to get this objective.
Yeah.
Leo's top clearing, so they should be able to get quite a bit of a lead here.
I like that call. I would like to see them, if they do get an overpowering lead, have someone start that camp so it can push with the Punisher.
Nuvarak's just kind of sharking around out here, trying to create some space, delay the team from getting in there.
Oh, we had the Cataclysm and, no, not the Cataclysm, just the Fire Breath and the Stage Dive.
The ETC stage dive, and he's got the light bomb on him. And this Entomb.
Yeah, Leoric kind of got stuck in his own Entomb there. Rainer's very, very low, but he's going to be able to walk out.
That Entomb was a guy stay out of this, so he kept his team out of the Entomb.
I hope I didn't jinx Rainer by saying he was going to live there. Sorry there, Rainer. I called that one a little bit too soon. So the Punisher goes over to Mrgls.
Yeah, it looks like Mrgls are gonna let the Punisher do its thing and go do something else.
And in the meantime, Leoric has just come back to the land of the living, so he's going to be able to protect that fort. I think he's going to have no problem, except that we have Mrgls coming in to change the equation. No, it's just Rexar. I don't think that
Rexar.
Well, Rexar as opposed to Rexar plus 4 of his buddies.
Deathwing is also above as he's raining some death down on Rexar.
Nice invade from Waiting on Cherry here. I hear the temporal loop going off. Looks like it was a noob. He's able to get out of it. And they'll have to clear that camp.
A lot of skirmishes over the camps this game.
A lot of nice invades on both sides. You know, it's not one of those, okay, we're just going to take the ones on our side and be safe. A lot of them picking their spots. And I think most of the invades have been successful, actually. No one's really defended one yet. Tip of the hat to
Here
both
comes
teams.
another invade.
Yeah, I don't. This one might be defended. Although Lucio breaks it down, giving everyone that huge shield. Anduin's in a lot of trouble in the back there.
Leorix is caged up too. Not gonna get any value out of that though.
Uh-oh.
There's in
Chromie might be
trouble.
going off here. She takes
Leorix,
Lucio.
Lucio's rather is down. Another big feast. And Anduin saving Leorix from the feast.
Camp's still not taken yet. Waiting and Cherry says we still like the camp. I see a lot of low health bars on the side of Mrgls, and Raynor maybe steps in there a little aggressively, and Leoric makes him pay. So this is our camp, buddy.
To steal your own phrase, he's going back to think about what he's done there.
He's got some
really
life
risky,
choices to evaluate right there.
a really risky double back that cost him in the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to want that one back if he looks at the replay. Let's pop the talents up. I haven't popped them up in a while. Sorry about that, guys.
I like the look of this Leoric with the Wraith. Wraith at 13 and 16, cutting off that damage of the team and then empowering your Qs after you've gone through a few folks.
Yeah, in some of our games, you've kind of really turned me on to that talent, that shutting their damage off for, what is it, 4 seconds, I think? Yeah, for 4 seconds.
Yep.
Really, really
50%
powerful.
for 4 seconds. And, you know, it's kind of hard to tell from his when you've had your damage reduced. You don't have all the weird arrows that a lot of the heroes get for like a spell power.
So Leoric's hoping none of us saw that in Tomb. The zoning in Tomb.
You know, any good Leoric just has to shoot your shots, man.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. In the meantime, we have the light bomb coming out. Oh man, a lot of damage going out.
Yeah, that Eternal Feast is actually turning out to be quite good once they wait for Deathwing to get into his flame breath there.
Yep.
I mean, he's unable to move during that, so if he doesn't shut it off, he takes a few hits from it.
So we do have 20s up for waiting for Cherry. So it's going to be really, really rough for Mrgls to come in and do anything about this objective. Leoric takes the silence on the Entomb. That's just gross. I think that talent should be removed from the game. I don't like playing against it. Not a fan.
It's nasty. I like to use it when I've had a Li Ming jumping out of my Entomb all game. Cut that stuff out.
ETC took a Death Mosh.
Yeah, an interesting
Definitely
pick
went
for
slow.
an ETC with 0 deaths all game.
Yeah, it's one of those talents you kind of hope you never see go off, but when it does that first time, you get a lot of value. It makes you feel better about the death. Still 20s not here for Mrgls, and they have a Frozen Punisher on the way. Punisher able to shut down a keep if it gets that far, so I might be a little worried about the mid keep here. Leoric's just clearing top, so he's going to come down to the party. He does have Entomb up, so let's see if he does something nasty with it.
So what's your opinion on these Immortals these days? Which one do you like to see the most?
I think the Frozen one. Just
Yeah,
the shutting down the buildings. I think it's the hardest one to deal with. Nice light bomb. Takes out the bear. Also takes out a noob. And then we get the silence onto Orphea from the Entomb. Chromie finishes her off.
She was still stuck inside of that burn beneath my shadow, so she was unable to get out of that, just taking damage that entire time.
Nice cataclysm there. I can't say that, but
we do lose Chromie, but I think the situation is dire on the side of Mrgls.
Yep, I don't think there's enough pepper in the world for Raynor to.
And there goes Death Mosh.
We talked about getting value. There was your value right there.
There you go.
You got it.
Gives you just enough time to finish off this core while Rexar dances.
All right. So that is going to give the win over to the side of Waiting on Cherry. And I believe, if my caster math is correct, that is a 2-0. So let's go back and let's take a quick look at the stats. Yeah, Deathwing I think if I'm going to give an MVP out that game, it's got to be Deathwing. He's almost not quite doubled everyone else in damage. 10 takedowns. Deathwing participated in 10 of them, but then Chromie did too. She was fierce. Orphea did get a lot of value, especially out of the feast. But at the end of the day, I just don't know it was enough. I think maybe Deathwing was probably not a hero they wanted to let him play this map. He got a lot of value. So
That he
let's,
did.
yep. So let's head over and let's press the button that makes it all official. So that win goes over Waiting on Cherry, and that's a 2-0 for them. Let me see if I can grab someone and pull them in to an interview. So, what was your play of the game there, Wraithling? If you had to
Well,
pick
I
one, you
don't
had to pick
know.
one.
If I had to pick, yeah, I don't know if I could pick a particular play, but just the particular hero is that Deathwing in those chokes was just really hard for the Mrgls to fight back against, I think. Um, the one particular play that stuck out in my mind now is just that the silence entombment on Orphea as the burn beneath my shadow was stuck under her. Just a brutal combo. What about yourself?
Um, yeah, I don't think I have one play in particular, to be honest. Just it seemed like every time something good was happening for Waiting on Cherry, Deathwing was in the mix there somewhere. Although the we did have that last entomb with the silence got a lot of value out of it too. So okay, so we're gonna get Dark Cherrywood in here for the interview. Take me a second to set that up. So a little bit of a delay here, and we'll be right back. There we are, just waiting on
Waiting
Cherry.
on the man,
Yep.
the myth, the legend.
I think we're gonna get Cherry in here.
So, what you're saying is we're waiting on Cherry?
Yes, everything is true to form, just like we expect. And after this interview, Arrow has a playoff game coming up, and looks like it's going to start in just a minute here. So we'll be raiding you guys over there if I can find the raid button in Twitch. It'll be my first raid. I'm so excited. I can't wait. So be nice to him over there. Hey, the man of the hour, Jerry. How the heck
Hello.
are you? How's the team feeling after that game?
I am doing fantastic. We are all hyped. Whew.
So
Awesome.
So,
Deathwing, let's talk about it. Is that something you guys played a lot in the regular season, or was that something that was in your back pocket waiting to be unleashed?
we played him a few games, and it was always a last pick scenario. Just, hey, they let Deathwing through all the way. You want to pick him? Sure. And I've seen a lot of teams run him as the off lane,
Mm-hmm.
and we've always ran him in the 4-man. And I think that makes a world of difference.
Yeah, I think you guys got a lot of value out of it, especially on that map. It was kind of impressive the way he was able to just kill minions in the shrine area, and not only kill the minions, but make everyone on Mrgls kind of afraid to come in. I mean, it's just gross him on this map. So that was really good audible for you guys to decide to play him there. Well played.
Thank you.
Yeah, we were definitely remarking about the way that Deathwing made it through both drafts, not banned, or the first draft not banned or picked, and up until the last second not banned or picked in draft two. It looked like you guys had a pretty solid base game plan with Chromie, Andal, and ETC, both games. Is that something you guys kind of lean on pretty heavy?
The Chromie, we've played all season, along with you guys. I saw you guys play it quite a bit.
Hmm.
Potato has been a beast on her. Last series against BloodFin, they actually banned her against us all 3 games. It was Varian and Chromie bans, and we
Hmm.
were really surprised to see her not banned. And just decided if they're not going to ban it, we'll run it down.
Yep. No shame playing the winning hand, I think.
Yeah, I will have to say, Mr. Potato Head really doesn't live up to his name on Chromie. He is not a potato on that hero, and he's. I was very surprised to see Chromie get through the draft in the second game. To be honest, after the first game that he had, so but if they leave him out there, you take her, and you guys are very good with her. So what's your out of the series there? What's your favorite moment? Do you have one?
The invade on their boss. When I stage dove in, I
That
pooped my pants a little bit, and then my team
Just a
got
little.
there, saved everything, and whew.
that was absolutely a great moment for sure. That was
Yeah,
it just all popped off so fast. I don't think there was a single alt left on the board after that fight.
I think
uh,
the thing, so the stage dive was it was absolutely where you needed to be, and I think it was a really good idea. Had you guys had the wipe gone the other way, it would have looked bad, but it's not like you guys are going to lose the game because you're really driving the bus at that point. So I like the
yeah,
aggression. Let's try this. If it doesn't work, they're not you're going to even the game up. We're still ahead. But I think Falstad. I'd have to go back and watch that, but he did gust everyone away, and I think that was actually clutch and kind of disrupting them just a little bit, so ETC was able to stay alive for just a second longer. And then you guys did a good job of picking off targets. It would have been really easy to just split the damage and not take anyone down and get everyone low, but you guys actually put bodies in the ground, 5 of them to be precise. And then at that point, boss in the bottom, boss on the top, 5 members coming. There's really nothing you can do but just kind of look away. It's like a train wreck. You don't want to see it, but you got to watch it. So, well,
yeah. My team was actually kind of worried that we wouldn't be able to finish there, and I was like, you know, this boss is still healthy. Somebody pointed out we got another boss in the bottom. Yeah, no, let's just end this and get it over with.
yep.
Not another 30-minute
Like
game like we did last.
like the commitment, just jump in and whatever happens, we're here.
Yeah.
That's something you don't see in Storm League. It's knowing when to end the video game. There's no, hey, let's go take the camps. No, we have the opportunity to put our boot on their throat and not let up. So you guys really did a good job with that. So, so well played. So any before we let you go, anyone you want to shout out here?
Our coach, Shredded Win, he hopped in chat immediately after the game, was hyping us up even more. Uh, the rest of the team waiting on Cherry. Arthanow from Nexus Edge, because he voted for us. Suck it, turd. uh,
I like that. We'll have to watch that and see what he has to say about that. How he responds to the. I believe it was "suck it" was what you said.
yeah. He didn't really pick against us too hard. He just, he said he thought BloodFin would win, and so that really gave us some extra drive to prove him wrong.
So looking forward, you guys get to go to the Coastal Final against Randy Newman. Anything you're particularly looking forward to, or feeling tentative about it? Or I mean, you may not want to tip any strategies here, but didn't know if you had any comments on that upcoming matchup. I don't remember what you guys did in the regular season. Whether you were you the one team that beat them this season?
Yes, we 2-0'd them.
Wow. So they didn't take a map off of you. Very nice. Should be a very entertaining coastal final then.
We
Yeah,
got a
we're
big clash coming up then.
we're still a little worried. They play a lot of weird stuff, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think if you get about 17 bans, you'll probably get them out of the hero pool.
Yeah.
So have to talk to our div mod. Okay, well I think that's gonna wrap it up here. Congratulations and good luck in the coastal finals. Give them heck, man.
Thank you very much.
All right,
See you later.
for anyone else left in the chat, we are going to raid over to Arrow once I figure that out. So thanks everyone for stopping by, and I appreciate you guys all the support throughout the season. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks, everyone.
Adios.